we are. Good. Hey, boys and girls. How are we all doing today? Good morning, good afternoon. It's all good. We are all one today. I got a new microphone that I just turned it off. There we are. And I just come in and say, hey, how you guys doing? Hopefully you had a good Father's Day. I had a decent one. It rained out on my Father's Day, but all my kids, they all called me up and wished me happy Father's Day. So everybody's happy. I'm happy. I don't know where Roberto is. I would figure, I don't know. Hopefully he's coming. Do you hear me, Seth?
Yeah, you know what, Kev? I don't know if I did wish you a happy Father's Day, but I would like to take this time to wish you a happy Father's Day because I'm actually one of your illegitimate children.
Well, I could almost tell by the one of the kids that didn't get no food, baby.
Yeah, man. Well, it's funny because no one wished me a happy Father's Day, but that's rightfully so.
Yeah,
because I'm not a father.
You don't have no kids, buddy. So it's kind of hard to do that if you don't have any kids.
Yeah, but I got a little bit offended because everyone's like, oh, happy Father's Day. Everyone's getting all these Father's Day greetings. Yeah. And you know what? Sez gets nothing. He gets nothing. And you like how I'm speaking in third person? That's what I do when I don't get Father's Day greetings.
Well, I'm kind of sad because I was hoping maybe if you wouldn't like blow your wad in like a Kleenex that that you might have a child once,
I actually, you're incorrect, Kev. I use a tube sock. Let's get the facts straight.
Oh yeah, you could, because I could turn mine inside out and then I just reuse it.
So what's going on, Kev? It's good to be here. Yeah, where the hell's Roberto?
I really appreciate you coming here out of your busy schedule, but I'm just happy that you come on and just grace us with your presence. I'm happy. Man, I thought we were going to have to get a collection and send it to the lady boys and let them release you for good behavior.
That's what everyone in the chat is saying. They're like, dude, what happened to Sez? Yeah, he stopped vlogging. The lady boys must have got him. That is inaccurate accusations.
Well, I think you could take a couple of moments and apologize about because I thought they captured you, but maybe you could tell them a little what's going on, how the weather is, and I'm gonna try to get my buddy Roberto online so he can drill you too, because I want to drill you in from behind, and it'll be like a tag team thing.
Sheesh. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun at all.
Well, you heard about the sandwich, right? You're going to be in the middle.
Yeah. Between BigKev and Roberto, I'm like getting this horrible image in my mind that actually I think I'm permanently traumatized. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get that out of my head. Thanks, Kev.
Well, you can have Tuck and all your buddies on your side, and then I have Roberto and me, and then we'll just tag team each other. When I get tired, like that'd be in 30 seconds, and then he could jump in.
This show just took a turn for the worst, Kev. I didn't realize, but your show is even more inappropriate than my show. I love this. This is good shit.
Yeah, I start on time.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
My audience appreciates that.
It's because people actually like you, whereas opposed to me, no, they don't like me. They just come to make fun of me. So, I'll take it.
I'm sitting right now. I'm in my underwear, so.
Well, we
hey,
both.
My buddy Roberto's here. I got a little draft right now, so I'm gonna change my clothes.
Roberto, can you do us all a favor and stop jerking yourself off?
You got your mute on, buddy?
No, he's busy jerking off. I mean, I understand. It's hard to multitask.
Well, I can't do both. I can switch hands, but I
Well,
can't
you know what? I
really.
know Roberto very well, and he's a talented man. He's a talented man, and yeah, he should be able to do both. So something's obviously wrong at the moment.
Well, that's good. Oh my, I'm talking and I think I got my camera on, but there I am. I just got flabbergasted, you guys, and I was lost control a little bit. It's your fault, buddy.
Yeah, it's always my fault. No, so going back to what you're saying, Kev, a lot of people in the room are saying, "Yo, what happened to Sez? Why is he not vlogging? Why is he not doing the radio show?" And you and I were talking a little bit before the show, Kev. Really, I've just been busy masturbating.
Oh,
so I mean, there's your answer, guys. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of my brain power. I mean, guys, I know you guys are masturbators, but you guys aren't to the degree that I have.
well,
I have
we do it because we have to. You don't have to do that.
No, I don't have to. It's a way of life. It's a way of life for me. So I have a PhD, as many of you know, in chronic masturbation. And yeah, man, yeah, it takes up a lot of time. PhD, motherfuckers. PhD.
Oh, hey, did you hear about there was a friend of yours, or maybe acquaintance, I don't want to say friend, but it looked like he got nabbed question over the weekend?
Oh, yeah, you know me. I mean, I follow all the drama. Now, I followed it from behind the scenes, so I know exactly what's going on. You know what I mean? I know all the details. But a lot of people will ask me, they'll be like, "Oh, dude, like, are you going to do a vlog about it?" Nah, I stay out of the muck. I don't talk about it. I don't get involved. But you can bet your ass I know exactly what's going on because, yeah, no, man, I'm so heavily ingrained.
So I take it you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, man. You don't need to say anything. I'm so
Mr.
heavily
Rogers' neighborhood.
Ingrained in this community. I know everything. You
Oh,
guys
okay.
know what I'm talking
So I
about.
don't need to fill you in.
No. I have all the details. I got them all, Kev.
Can I fill you in?
Sure, you can fill me on whatever. But I will assure you that yeah, I usually don't comment much on this stuff because you know me. I'm cool. I'm cool with everyone, man. I'm so neutral. Actually, I dislike everyone equally.
Well, me too. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I treat everybody the same.
Yeah, but feel free to fill me in. I mean, it's your show. It's not my show, so you're all fair game, my friend.
Well, no. I just felt a little bit sad. I wanted to make sure that you're okay. So I'm just happy that you are out and about and seeing what everybody's doing. Dave,
I've actually been. Yeah, he did. I was chatting a little bit with Dave yesterday, and yeah, he said. I mean, he didn't say much. He basically said it's fucking cold.
Oh yeah.
I was like, do you miss the extreme heat and humidity? And he's like, fuck no. So I don't know. Yeah. I think he just got back.
Yeah. So hopefully, I wish him all the best. Him and his wife. Wish him all the best, and
Rodney Jones says
things are going to be working out for him.
Rodney Jones says, "Fill you up, lol." No, not fill me up, Rodney. You damn degenerate. How y'all doing? We got Sess in the city in the house. What's up, Jason? It's going down, bro. Long time no talk.
See, now you
what's up with Roberto?
For a moment.
Yeah. We got a good group of people here.
Let me see what he's doing again.
You know, it's weird. I actually see Roberto. He's like trying to talk. He's in the room. I think he might be muted. Hold up. Let me see. Oh, he is.
His mute has a line through it.
Yeah, he is muted. He might have muted himself because, like I said, he's probably busy masturbating.
Oh, well, he had to go to work today. Today's his day off, and then he got called in the office. So maybe he's trying to tie things down, or
No, that's a
reload
damn
and get ready.
that's a damn shame. So let me ask you, Kev, what have you guys been, because I haven't been able to keep up on the shows. I've been like on this crazy schedule. What have you been talking about, man? Like, what's been the focus of your live shows?
Well, they just really been doing like Happy Father's Day and just little stuff that you had, but just in a little bit different switch. And I'm just trying. I'm not trying to fill your shoes because my feet a little bit bigger, and your shoes hurt to try to put them on.
Don't even worry about it, man. I'll be back, guys. Don't worry. Sez is here. Sez again in third person. He's here. He hasn't gone anywhere. Yeah, a lot of people are like, dude, like you need to do your live shows. What's going on? And yeah, I've been busy. We talked about the masturbation, and I've been lazy. There's a combination. It's like I know those are two extremes. It's like busy and lazy are very conflicting. But that's what I've been busy, and I've been lazy as hell. And there really hasn't, yeah, man, it's been tough. It's been tough. So, but you know what, Kev, you got a really good group of people in this room. You got a quality
they
group.
Follow me pretty well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like I said, I always appreciate having them come on and patiently bear with me through this. Like when I do my shows, I try to catch like maybe 2 a week, but sometimes I can't do it because I'm taking my medicine, and sometimes I don't feel like doing anything because I get like a little bit zombied out.
Well, I'll tell you, Kev, because I know you very well. The best time for you to do your shows is directly after you take your medicine. That is when you are in your prime, 100%. Because I know you, and you've been on my show, quite a few times, and I know that you are pure radio gold right after you take your medicine.
Yeah, because I don't know what I'm saying, and I just keep talking.
That's what's so great about it. Exactly. You have zero clue what you're saying, and what you're saying is so smart that personally,
well, I
love it.
Food.
And I know the viewers love it as well.
Yeah, Mikey 550. He's here.
One of these times, Kev, when we're like together, you're gonna give me your medicine as well, and we're gonna do a show. You with your medicine.
We could throw each other meds. And you try to. I open up my mouth and you try to toss it in, and if you miss, that means you got to take 2 of them at the same time.
I like where your head's at. I like this game. Let's do this. Let's just get super over medicated. Yeah, we might overdose, but don't worry about that, guys. We'll be okay. Okay. We are radio stars, and radio stars do not usually die off of over medication, although it has happened. But I'll be okay. I'll just take a drug cocktail and we'll just talk.
But some of my medicine, it's not giving me an erection, so.
Well, there's medicine for that as well. I walk around every day, Cialis, Viagra, and still to this day, I don't know when the day is going to happen when the vendors are like, oh, there's the guy who never buys Cialis and Viagra. I don't think it will ever happen in my lifetime. I'm around Walking Street all the time, every day, and these are the same vendors. They don't change. And every single time, Cialis, Viagra, cigarettes. And I ask him, I say, guys, have I ever, every day, multiple times a day. And I ask these guys, I say, hey, guys, have I ever bought Cialis, Viagra, or cigarettes off you? And they'll say no. And I'll say, okay, well, why do you keep asking me every day? And then when I ask them that, they're like, Cialis, Viagra, cigarettes? Oh. Yeah, man, I just can't get a break.
I never heard of that before. And I don't smoke.
Oh, yeah. Well, you need to come to Angeles City, and you will definitely hear all about it.
Well, one day when I get my cards, when I get a good deal in my cards, I might just go see you one day.
What's the latest with your Philippines trip? Because you gotta update me, Big Kev, because I've been out of the loop for a little bit. What's the latest? When are you getting over here?
Well, still broke, and
you're like shit's still the same.
yeah.
Well, let's hear, man, because you've been making some progress. What's going on?
I got a little bit of progress. One of my subscribers, he made a pledge to me that he was going to help me with my airfare.
That's the most expensive part, so that's huge.
Well, yeah, but no, because I still got to pay my fine.
Oh, yeah. Do you know how much that is? That's right. When you go back, you got to pay the fine, or they won't let you in.
Yeah, so I got to take care of that, and that's right around 4,000. Yeah.
Oh my God, is that Roberto?
Hey guys, how's it going, man?
Wow.
Dude, Roberto, how dare you leave us hanging like this while you are getting this like great masturbation pleasure? Like you were just like going at it. I don't want to think about it, Roberto, but we know what you were doing. You're not sneaky with it, okay? You're very in our face with your masturbation tactics.
Well, the truth is, right when I logged on, I got a phone call from my sister because my father's in a hospital in Florida, so I had to get that. But
shit, man, sorry to hear.
Yeah, it's okay.
So what else is going on, Roberto? It's it's like a downer. What the hell, man? We're talking about masturbation. You're like got like laid this like super serious stuff on us.
I gotta go bathroom.
Yeah. So what? If you want to talk about it, is he all right?
Yeah, he's been passing out lately. Last year or so, he's been passing out. Like he'd be doing something, he'd be on his boat, cleaning his boat. And then all of a sudden he pass out and he drops on the ground and bruises, face bruised up and
you get all screwed up. I had a buddy who had seizures before, and that's fucked up. So what they say it was? Is it just old age, or like what? Like is he working too hard?
Swelling in the brain. Swelling in the brain.
Yikes, man! Yikes! Yeah. Sorry to hear, dude.
So they give him antibiotics and all that stuff. It should fix itself.
Okay, well, that's at least some good news. Yeah, man. Wish your father the best, obviously.
Yeah, my sister's headed down there now. He's in Florida, Fort Myers, Florida. So he's
retired over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, wish him the best. Wish a speedy recovery. On a lighter note, what the hell else is going on?
Hell, not much. Just wondering what's wrong with you, man. You've been like out of the loop for a while.
Oh yeah, man. Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong because that's what people say. They're like, "Ooh, what's going on?" They're very concerned, and I like that. I like that they're concerned. But no, man. Yeah, Big Kev, he knows. But yeah, man, been busy, so had to put YouTube on the back burner for a little bit because I got these projects I'm doing, and I'll fill you guys in a few months. But I've been working a lot. So that takes up my time. And between what I was saying before you got on, Roberto, between work, masturbating, and being lazy, that takes up the majority of my time, and there's not much for YouTube, unfortunately. But it's only temporary, guys. It's only temporary. I'll be back.
Well, at least you're making money for me, right? You're making that hard money.
Exactly. I'm making money so I could pay off Roberto so he doesn't kill me.
Right. Payoffs.
Yeah. Roberto's like, where's my money? and when Roberto says that, you better pay up.
I'm back, you guys. I just had to go to the little boy's room and change my pull-up and No.
Why would you do such a thing, Kev? Like, you wear these adult diapers for a reason, and that's so you don't
Well, it's
have
just
to go to
not
the
a fashion
bathroom.
reason. I tell you that, you know. 'Cause like I said, you start taking my medicine, and then you, then you too will be wearing Depends.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. The medicine. I can't wait, man. I'm gonna be
Because
like,
again, you take the medicine, and after a while, you just don't care.
oh man, that's too good. Like what we were talking about, Roberto. We were talking about that I should be taking Big Kev's medicine, and then actually you should too, Roberto. And then we should all come on the show, and we're gonna be basically it's just gonna be a shit show, and it's gonna be great.
Well, actually, I have my own medicine. I take about
I
7,
knew
8
it.
different pills that I take on a daily basis.
Yeah, but I want to
Dude,
trip.
For
dude,
diabetes.
share the wealth. Share the wealth, guys.
Yeah, but this all stuff that makes your heart pump and control your diabetes and control cholesterol and.
I thought you had like good drugs.
No.
Yeah, we thought you had the good shit, Roberto. Why don't hold out on us?
No, thank God for my insurance, though, man. Thank God for my insurance.
I know. That's not funny.
So a lot of people are asking about the actual Viagra and Cialis on the streets, and they say, is it real? So I've never taken it myself, but let me tell you from what I've heard. So what they do is they take a box of Viagra, Cialis, a real box, and then they actually blend up the box. So cardboard, and then they take some plastic. They'll take like, a piece of plastic off the street. And then the key ingredient is dried up baby fetuses. Okay. So we have cardboard, we have plastic, and we have dried up baby fetuses. And then they blend it all together and they mush it into a powder. And then they make it into a pill and put a stamp on it. So to answer your question, it depends on how you look at it. I mean, personally, for me, dried up baby fetuses are a miracle drug and basically cure anything from limp dick to like the common cold. So I personally think it is real, but take it for what it's worth.
How did you know what my middle name was?
Okay, well, I agree with that. If you say so.
Jason from Sezstyle in the City is like, I took some legit Viagra in Manila. Wow. I want to bring Jason on the show because I want to hear this story. Like, Jason's such a mellow guy. He's so chill. Like, I want to hear the story about when he bought Viagra in Manila. Did your wife know? Or did you just randomly buy it and then you had like a 10-hour erection?
I think it's 500
I got to hear this story sometime, Jason.
But Jason, you're so young. What do you need that stuff for, man? I'm sure you're
recreational.
Jason's this young, mellow guy. Maybe he just wants some Viagra. He was like, woo! It was like some powerful shit. That sounds pretty cool, actually. So, yeah, what else is going on, Kev? What else is going on? Like I said, well, people in the room are saying, yeah, it's all fakes. Mr. Tuck says it's all fakes. And yeah, he's right. He's right. I'm pretty sure most of it is fake. But if you want dried up baby fetuses, it's all good, man. It's all real. Let's see what else. Yeah, we got some good folks in the room. A lot of familiar people in the room. I like this.
Well, I think they just came out for you, man. I mean, they
come for you.
Your appreciation, and I'm just happy.
Has Roberto been coming on? Like, has he been coming around?
I think he's been feeling sorry for me, and he's just been jumping on and.
Yeah, I jump on a few times here and there. Plus, you know, I'm up since you haven't had your show, man. I've been kind of tagging along on Dave's show, Takes Two, and on Kevin's show. You know,
Roberto,
I'm just like a hobo.
I was about to say, Roberto, you filthy whore, man. You filthy whore. I thought I had exclusive rights to the Roberto. But, you know, I feel...
I hold myself around.
Yeah. Roberto's just hoarding himself. No, that's great, actually. I'm actually very glad to hear
I
because...
think he's freelancing.
Yeah, Roberto's freelancing. No, I'm actually very happy to hear that because, as you all know, I love having Roberto on. I mean, Roberto, just his presence alone does, at least for my show, it does my show great. So I hope that Roberto is doing just as well for all of you guys. And if he's not, Kev, you got to whip him into shape. Okay.
Well, you know, he's making me look good, so you know, I'm just happy.
Good, good.
We're all getting along right now.
For today, Roberto, what's the topic? Because I like this because I don't have to talk as much because it's your show, Kev.
Well, I know that, but right now I just wanted to have you because I'm doing a little bit here and a little bit there because I'm just taking out the pretty colors of my medicines and I'm taking them first.
Who's that?
BigKev's just like I hear him pouring it's either water or it's liquor, and BigKev is like actually taking a bunch of medication as we speak and just drinking like booze with it.
It was too much to say
because my head hurts if I don't take it.
Okay.
And I had to loosen my screws a couple of days ago, so now they feel a little bit better. You know, because
screws. Where do you have screws? Where are these screws in your body?
Well, they're on my neck, you know, because I've got to hook up those electrodes after the show.
Oh, man.
I thought it was
What about
funny.
you, Roberto? Roberto, what's the latest from you? You've been quiet lately, Roberto. I haven't heard from you.
Roberto's always quiet. He's my backup man.
Yeah, I'm just a relief comic, or the guy that always put you guys in check. You know, if you say something bad or say something stupid, I'll step in and make it sound like you're really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're you just kind of come in as you please. You're like, oh, here's my time to come in, and you'll be like, yo, and then you'll go.
So Seth, when are you coming to the States?
Yeah, a couple of people were asking that, and it's quite unfortunate. Pretty damn soon.
Yeah,
soon.
like Frankenstein.
Yeah, so I'm at month. Yeah, so I'm unfortunately headed back next month, but some good news is I won't be back that long. So I'll be back if everything goes to plan, only about a month.
Oh, just a quick in and out.
Yeah, just a quick in and out. Basically, I got to sell my car. Because when I came during my last trip, I basically already sold all my assets, and I didn't have many assets, man. Because like I basically like rented a place. I don't own a house or anything, so I basically already got rid of everything during my last trip. The only thing that I have remaining is my car. So I'm gonna go back, sell my car, pick up my cat, and head on back to the Philippines. Yeah, so our plans changed a little bit because originally we were gonna stay probably 10 months.
Oh.
You know, I talked to Lynn, and we just realized I got a lot of, from a business perspective, I got a lot of good momentum going here in the Philippines. And really, if I want to make this work, I got to be here. You know what I mean? So yeah, so we're gonna try and make it the old in out. But yeah, we're gonna try and make it as quick as possible. If it could be less than a month, I would do less than a month. Now, the part that sucks is I'm going to waste all this money on flights. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's kind of a pain in the ass because I really don't want to spend that money. That sucks. It's like, fuck. So,
how much is
I'm going to make money when Actually, I haven't even looked at airfare. Here's the deal, though. We already have, because we bought a round trip ticket when we were in the States. So I already have the ticket back there. I mean, I've had that the whole time, but I'm going to have to buy 2 one-way tickets, LA back to the Philippines. And I don't even know how much that will be. Hopefully, I'm hoping they'll be pretty low. Like, I'm hoping I could get each ticket for like $400, but that's still a lot of money because I'm buying 2 tickets. So that's $800. Yeah,
plus it's just one way.
One way.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're gonna be probably paying about $400 or $500, maybe $600 one way. That's what we had to do my mother.
Yeah. So what you're saying
So,
is $600 per ticket.
yeah,
Yeah, with taxes.
That's
because it's one way and it's more
I
expensive.
know.
One way.
Way is always more expensive. I know it sucks. It's such a pain in the ass because, you know, there's been such good deals on round trip tickets lately. I mean, you guys know my deal. I got a round trip ticket for $530.
Right.
Well, that's sweet.
It's a great deal.
But
Incredible
did you
deal.
Did you get it a couple of months in advance?
No, I got it 2 weeks in advance. I literally saw that price, booked it, and was leaving 2 weeks later.
Oh.
Yeah, so you just got to get in at the right time. But to be honest, like I said, I haven't even started looking at airfare. So I actually don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to be. If it on the good side, it would be $400 per ticket. On the bad side, I mean, it could go up to like $700, $800. I paid $980 one time for a one-way ticket. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy. Hey, what are you gonna do with your TV and furniture?
Which TV?
Did you guys bought a TV the last time you were in San Francisco?
Oh yeah. You mean my TV that never left the box?
Yeah. What'd you do with that?
I actually sold that thing I sold that thing last year to my buddy right before I left. And you know what's so sad? Left the box. It was this brand new Samsung TV that I bought. I bought it on it was a Black Friday like a couple years ago. And you know, they have all these great deals on Black Friday. So I went to Best Buy and I bought this brand new TV. And yep. No, but you know what? I actually do have another TV that you're right. You just reminded me that I have to sell. I actually got a few. You know what? I lied. I got a few more assets that I could sell. So I got a TV. I got to sell. Or I got some music production equipment that I would love to take here, but it's just not going to happen. And so, yeah, I got to sell some stuff. But it's not a lot of stuff. You know, I mean, it's not going to take a long time. I could probably sell it all within a week.
Oh.
And then I got to pick up my ugly ass cat, which you all have come to love, right? My ugly cat. Such an asshole that guy is.
Well, is he just an asshole or is he just to you?
Well, he's a dick. He's a real dick. And to answer your question, Kev, mainly to me, to Lynn. I mean, the cat loves Lynn. But then I'm like, oh, who's a good boy? And he like fucking bites my scrotum. It's horrible.
Well, you don't put the scrotum next to your nuts and then hold it there. It's not funny. The cat doesn't think it's funny.
Oh God, yeah. So it's actually really sad because the more I think about it, I realize that I'm actually going back pretty soon. Like I try not to think about it, but the reality of this situation. I mean, I got maybe to give you guys a sense of time. I got maybe 4 weeks at most. Maybe 3 to 4 weeks.
And when do you think you're gonna leave?
So if everything goes to plan, so headed back mid-July to the States. I'll be in LA, and if everything goes to plan, I'll be back in the Philippines in Angeles City mid-August.
Well, that's not too bad.
Are you gonna bring Peter with you?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, if everything goes to plan, it's really not bad at all. So I should stop being a little pussy and complain. But you never know with these things. So who knows? Maybe it'll take longer than I thought. Maybe it'll be shorter. So I don't really know. But hopefully, like I said, hopefully it'll be a month. A month would be solid.
Well, if you were to go back to the States and stay like 6 months, wouldn't you have to get a job? And can you get the same job that you had before? I'm talking about the same company.
That's a really good question. So the answer is it depends. Because remember, right now I'm kind of doing my own thing, and the amount of money I'm making is enough to live here. But in the States, I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, especially in LA or San Francisco, it probably wouldn't be enough. Not for the lifestyle I live. Yeah, because I high rent and and shit just costs more out there. Generally speaking, yeah, some stuff's more expensive here, but overall, I mean, I'll be honest. I don't spend a lot of money. The majority of my money here's what it is: booze and food. And this goes for the Philippines and America. Okay, it doesn't change. And in America, costs more. I mean, for me at least. So yeah, I would probably, unless I really start growing my business. I mean, that's the plan, obviously, grow my business and not work like what I used to do, not work my old job. But if I were to stay in the States for like, let's say 6 months, a year, it could go either way. It could definitely go either way. Now, that's actually what you said, Roberto. One of the main reasons I want to be here, because as I'm growing my business and I'm able to support myself here, it's a lot better to be here than over there. I'm able to
do your business here in the US.
I could do it there because I work online, right? So I could do it in the States, but the problem is I'll probably watch my bank account like dwindle, as opposed to here, like I'm okay. Like I'm either like breaking even or making a little bit of profit even. So I'm in a better position here to grow my business than over there. Although I could do it at either place.
Oh, well, I hope the best for you, because
man, I'm yeah.
Well, Seth, don't you miss making that 3-figure salary or 6-figure salary? I mean.
Yeah, I do a little bit. I'll be honest with you. Here's what's great about the salary I was making before. You don't worry about shit, right?
No.
So for example, if I wanted to buy something, I just buy it. I just swipe a credit card because it doesn't matter, because I could pay for it. I do miss that a little bit, but I'll tell you what, I don't regret losing it, because I'm doing something a lot more cool now. I'm doing something that I actually like and that I enjoy doing, as opposed to something where I'm miserable. So that's the trade-off. You know what I mean? Like now I don't have that luxury. Like I kind of got to watch the money I spend, even though like I said, I kind of know what I spend money on. I don't buy anything, guys. I buy nothing. Food
That's good.
And booze. Yeah, food and booze is the only place my money goes towards. So I mean, even here, I go out a lot. So it's like, if I want to go out, I go out. But in the States, I had the money to where I could actually buy stuff. Like, for example, like if I wanted a TV, I just buy a TV because it doesn't matter, because my salary was that high, So yeah, there are parts of it that I do miss, but hey, I knew what I was in for when I quit. So I can't complain.
Well, Seth, how does this sound? Maybe if you let Lynn come back to the U.S. and put her to work, then you can just stay over in the Philippines, walk around with the underwear on, and just letting her make all the money.
I think that is a fucking excellent plan, Kev. And please, you need to be there when I tell her, because I was convinced. I like that plan.
I'm gonna write down that on the. I gotta get a crayon.
Yeah, right. Yeah, jot down that plan so we don't.
And then take a selfie.
Send it to Lynn. Be like, hey guys, we just came up with this genius plan. Oh man, I love that plan. It's like, get the woman to work while I'm like sitting here in the Philippines fucking around. I love it.
Well, a lot of my buddies, their wives and girlfriends don't like me because they think I am the bad influence, keeping their husband and boyfriend from not spending time with them, and I'm the one that's taking their time, and they don't like that. So I don't want her to get angry with me right off the bat.
This is great. Gun Term 2009 says, walk around with a beer in his whitey tighties. Can you imagine me? Like, I already stick out enough in the Philippines, but can you imagine me just kind of walking down the street with my pale, disgustingly pasty skin and like in tighty whiteys? Man, that
you could wear mine. You could wear my whiteys.
Yeah, but your whiteys have the as I believe Kev quoted, the bacon strips.
Well, yeah, but not no more. Yeah, you ain't gonna notice they're all one color now.
Now at this point, they're just this nice slight tint of brown. Oh man.
Well, you know what, Seth? You know, I make pretty good money here in the States. And then when I do my side jobs, you know, that's an extra 30, 40 grand a year. Just part-time, doing part-time. I can't imagine.
Stripes, it's all the same.
I can't imagine not having that money. I mean, I envy all the expats that's in the Philippines and able to, you know, use their pension or find something online to make that extra money. But man, the money I make, and if I don't have that much, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you guys do it. I'm to the point where, you know, I'm only less than 8 years retirement, right? And I do a lot of things to you know, to help myself down the road, to, you know, having land, having businesses, things like that. But man, I can't imagine not having the money I have now and then just throwing it all away and start from scratch.
Well, you know what, Roberto? You know what? That's because you're a rational person. So you're thinking from a very safe, smart, and rational standpoint. You're like, hey man, I got this consistent stream of good money and I'm gonna keep that. Because, for example, I mean, when I was telling friends and family that I'm quitting my job, they told me the truth. They were like, you are out of your fucking mind.
Oh, same with me.
Yeah. They told me that, you know what I mean? But and I've told people this before, there was no stopping me. And once again, I regret nothing. I'm actually, to me, it was actually the best decision of my life. Now, do I recommend everyone to do what I did? Fuck no. Because the majority of people actually, I mean, I think it's just statistics, will fail. You know what I mean? If you do some irrational, crazy decision like myself, chances are you're going to fail. Now, there's a select few who don't. And right now I'm in the middle, right? I don't know if I'm going to make it with this. It's still, I'm making it work, which is what's important. And for example, I don't live on a tight budget. I live on like 15 to 2,000 per month. So for the Philippines, that's actually a pretty decent budget. You know what I mean? So I'm making it work. I'm living how I want to live. It's not like, today, no, we can only eat dried fish because I don't have enough money. No. It's actually when I go out a lot. Lynn and I always we go to the mall almost every fucking day, which is kind of sad actually. But yeah, we go out to eat all the time. When I want to drink, I drink, and that's it. And work-wise, I'm doing something that I actually enjoy doing and that I'm actually passionate about because it's my thing. You know what I mean? I'm not answering to anyone else, which is great. That's the first time in my life that I have not worked for someone else. So we'll see. I mean, personally, Roberto, I think the next 3 years should be really interesting. I think they should be really telling if I'm actually gonna, be successful in what I'm doing or just completely fall on my face. So, I'm gonna keep you guys posted, of course.
Hey,
of course.
Seth, two of our subscribers is asking what happened to that crazy girl who was following you around. What happened to?
Oh yeah, no, I got a blowjob.
Wow. from Lynn or
joke long. Yeah, no, that was nuts. I mean, you guys know that story. Yeah, I was getting stalked by she was, I don't know what her deal was, but she was, if I were to guess, I think she had Tourette's syndrome or something. And she was, I mean, if you guys want to watch the video, I go through the story. I don't know what happened to her. I never saw her again, but I have eaten at that same restaurant where she basically sat at her same table, and I'm always on the lookout. Whenever I'm at that restaurant, I'm like, oh shit, is the crazy girl here?
Huh.
So
And then,
Journey with Jack
Journey
says, what do you do online? If you mentioned, I missed it. So I never really go into great detail about what I do online, but basically I do online advertising is one of my gigs. And then I have a new project that I'm doing, which is basically online work as well. Now the online advertising, that's my thing. It's actually not that exciting to talk about. That's why I never go into great detail. But the other thing that I'm doing, the other project, you guys will eventually know. I'll eventually give you some details. It's basically an online project that myself and a business partner are doing, and probably about 3 to 4 months, I'll give you guys some details.
Cool. Well, we will be hanging on to find out your next adventure.
Are you going to let us in on it as far as getting into business with you?
Well, there is definitely, let's say everything goes to plan, there is for sure some potential for, friends or expats to get involved. I'll just put it that way. There's definitely some potential.
Cool.
So, you guys are all buddies of mine. So, yeah, I'll fill you in when the time is right.
Is this a Ponzi scheme?
Yeah, basically. I'm getting together a crew. Pay me money, and you're going to get nothing in return.
Whoa, well, I'm getting that already.
You heard about that Ponzi
You're like,
scheme
dude,
in Florida back in the 80s with the football team, with the football players? Or I guess
what is
football. it? This guy, a professional, was he an agent, sport agent, did Ponzi scheme in Florida back in the 80s.
And he made a bunch of money?
Yeah. Well, he's in jail now, but
No, not a bad idea, man. Not a bad idea. So people in the room, let's say Curtis Fry is saying, I am the biggest asshole I've ever worked for. That's pretty good. Okay, what else? Gun Term says that makes it all worth it when you're doing stuff you like and enjoy. I agree 100%, because if you're working and making a bunch of money but you're not happy, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, guys. You're gonna work like 60 years of your life and doing something that you don't enjoy. Yeah, you'll have a shit ton of money, but you're not even gonna have the time to use it. So I completely agree. Let's see. Mike Luna is in the house, and Mike Luna says, I am going to open a gay bar on Walking Street. What's funny, Mike, is there's not a gay bar on Walking Street. So that could be a lucrative plan, but there is a gay bar parallel to Walking Street. And then there's another gay bar on Perimeter. And I've told Lynn that she should go there. I'm like, yeah, go check it out.
Ladyboy bars?
I think they might have ladyboys in there. I'm not sure. But you know what? Mike Luna might be onto something, because there is not one actually on Walking Street. So, hey guys, that is an open opportunity. So let's say Rodney Jones says Viagra Shack. Hey, let's get organized. That's a great idea, Rodney. There's all these disorganized vendors selling Viagra, but there is no actual go-to spot. So if I get organized and I start I think actually what Rodney Jones says is the perfect business name. Viagra Shack is actually the name of the business. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, Mike Luna, he's been a pretty nice guy. I opened up a Patreon site, and he's the only subscriber that give me he put money into it. So
Mike's a good guy. Mike's been on my show before. He's a good guy. He's a Kiwi. He is a Kiwi from New Zealand.
He is.
Yeah, good guy.
I appreciate him giving me that little bit of money, and I appreciate that.
Let me ask you. So we have 17 quality listeners. Is this usually the amount you have, or is this more or less? What's the stats?
No, been around 10. I just got 7 people that fell onto my site, but usually 10 people.
That's pretty solid. I mean, when you think about the ratio of your subscribers to the people listening, that's pretty damn good, especially right now. We got Mikey 550 in the house. What's up, Mikey? Long time no talk, my friend. We got Graham Cochran in that. Dude, you got some really good listeners. These are
Graham
quality.
comes on. He's a pretty nice guy.
Quality listeners.
Hi,
So,
Graham.
I mean, think about it this way. Think about from a ratio perspective, BigKev. When I do my shows, I mean, I would say it's anywhere between 50 to 100 listeners, right? 100 if I'm lucky. 50's on the low end, 100's on the high end.
We had that once, you and I.
Did you really? What was the topic?
No, we had like 80, almost 100 people on my first show with you.
Dude. Oh, yeah, that's right. When we were on, yeah, I think we had 80 to 100. You know, it's funny. It used to be, my average used to be 80 to 100. And then I think people got tired of my shit. They're like, this guy's a dick. And then it went down to like, I would say our average was probably like 60 or 70, which is fine, which is still awesome. It's still an awesome turnout. But what I'm trying to explain is you have 266 subscribers and you have 18 people listening, which is an amazing turnout. I think I'm up to 9,600 and something subscribers. And then let's say I have 60. So when you actually do the math, my ratio is lower than yours. So you're doing an incredible job, BigKev, getting this many listeners. You're obviously doing something right.
Hey, I got a question for you, Seth or Roberto. You know, like on those radio shows, like on the big radio shows, how do they get those, clapping and the siren sound effects?
You know what? I've wondered that same thing, and I'll tell you what it is. I think you have to get a plugin. I could be mistaken, but I think you have to get a plugin for Google Hangouts. Because, for example, are you using a headset microphone?
No, I got one of those raw.
Oh, okay. So you have like it's just a mic.
It's called Rogue mic.
Oh, you have a Rogue mic, yeah. Okay, well, here's a get.
Matter of fact, one of my subscribers sent it to me.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So what I used to do, and it was super ghetto, because right now I'm using a headset mic, and when I first started the show, the whole live stream thing, I was ghetto, and I literally just yelled into my computer speakers, which was horrible. If you go back to my original show,
I remember that.
Yeah, the sound was horrible. And basically what I would do, this such like a Jimmy rigged way to do things, is I would have, because remember I used to play some music, so I would have my Bose speaker, and I would be playing music from my phone to my Bose speaker, and I would put the speaker up to the computer speakers, and it sounded like shit. It sounded so horrible. So I know there is a plugin you can do for Google Hangouts where basically you could play music, you could get sounds and stuff. You know who's a good source to know this stuff? And he actually told me once, Lucas Musser. Do you know Lucas Musser?
Yeah, matter of fact, he texts me sometimes.
Reach out to him. Tell him what you're trying to do, because he's pretty tech savvy with the whole, streaming and playing music at the same time. So yeah, reach out to him and he'll tell you what plugin it is. Because I had the same question.
Him play games a couple of times on his channel.
Oh really? Yeah. He plays these games, and I just go in there and I just leave like obnoxious comments, and then I leave.
Well, I'm sure he appreciates those.
Yeah.
Hey,
but yeah, I know.
Seth,
yeah, go ahead.
Can you take off that one thumbs down? I never had that before until you just came on, and now I got one thumbs down.
Dude, that's pretty good. I get on average probably 30 thumbs down. Like I just did.
It just happened because it never happened before until you came on, and now I got one thumbs down.
Well, I am just going to default here to Roberto. I'm going to say it was Roberto's fault because I don't know why, but just people tend to dislike Roberto.
Well, nobody likes me, so it's probably me.
Oh. Okay, well.
Hey, I was thinking about getting my own podcast type thing too. I was going to I'll be sitting in my recliner.
Yeah.
In front of my desktop computer. Then I'm gonna wear a cowboy hat and a scarf over my face. The only thing you can see is my eyes.
Yeah.
and then I was going to go as Lone Ranger.
Oh,
What do you
that's
think?
nice. Are you gonna wear your leather vest and your
Yeah.
undies?
No, I'm not going to show anything below because no one want to see my gut down to my
Wait,
from my gut
I have a
down
very
to my.
But that costs a
I
lot
have
of money, so be proud of your gut.
yeah, and I have a very important question. Are we gonna see your bacon strip undies?
No,
No.
I already framed those, buddy. They're already on the wall of shame.
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna tell you guys what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna have a special event. I don't know what this event is gonna be a prize for something. I don't know. We're gonna ask the viewers some questions, and whoever wins gets to go to our special event. And our special event is gonna be Big Kev and Roberto in bacon stripped undies having a sumo wrestler match. How do you guys like that?
Well, I'll let me know if I can bring an extra pair.
No,
I mean, I
thanks.
personally, I think that would be great. Yeah, you're going to be traumatized for life after watching, but I think it's going to be worth it.
Hey, Grim just said, your first thumbs down, you're getting recognized, but you're getting noticed.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that, you guys.
Yeah, no worries, man. And we're always happy to be here. At least I can speak for myself. I don't know about Roberto, that ungrateful man whore.
Yeah, but see, a man whore, you guys are getting paid. I gotta find that jobs, because I mean, any money is good money. I don't care where it comes from.
Big Kev. So I know you're. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're on some sort of pension at the moment. Is that correct?
Well, no, I'm getting disability.
Okay.
I'm getting SSI disability. I was gonna get SSDI, but I was in the Philippines for too long, and all that money that went into my social security is gone now because I've been gone for over 12 years.
Oh man, that's
And
a
I'm
bummer.
not
Yeah.
entitled to get, except when I turn 62, and then I'm entitled to get that money, but I can't get no SSDI.
At the moment. Okay, so you're currently got your SSI. Let me ask you this: if you were in the Philippines and you turned 62, could you still claim for the SSDI?
No, but I can get SSDI. I can get in the Philippines. Yeah, but see, I'm also I'm invested with the mining company, but I can't get that until I become 62 also. And
Okay,
that's
you're
$400.
and you're 55 at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got a little bit of time. Okay, well, let me ask you this. If you were to somehow collect the money to get back to the Philippines, would your SSI alone be enough to live out here, do you think?
I asked one of your guys here, and he told me that if I don't tell nobody that I'm leaving, I could get the money. But if they find out, then
Oh,
they
they would
won't.
cut it off.
Yeah, then I might never get it.
So you're at
So
this
that's what
point,
you get when you're dishonest.
yeah. So what you're saying is at this point, it's probably
That Barry guy. Because I asked him because I guess he was getting some kind of disability, but he said he's getting like SSDI or SS something like that. But I never asked him too much. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know his full story, but I know he gets. I think everyone knows the amount he gets $344 per month. Which I mean, I got to be honest with you guys. That I mean, I can't
more than that.
I can't even fathom living off of that amount of money. I mean, hey, if the fact that he can do it, more power to him. That's pretty incredible. But I mean, I'm probably living on
pretty cheap in the Philippines. Smokes, cigarettes.
Oh, incredibly cheap. Incredibly
I'm
cheap.
curious, how does he drink and
Smoke so much. Yeah. Cigarettes have got to be one of the cheapest things here. They're like, for example, I think to put it into perspective, I think a pack of cigarettes cost probably less than $1. I could be wrong, but I think it's around there. It's either $1 or less than $1. And in America, last time I checked, I'm not a smoker, but last time I checked, I think they're like $8.
Wow.
So yeah, man, it's like 8 times in America. So yeah, but
yeah, because like I said, I want to go back there and just get my kids and get them off the mountain because of her brother is still at large. And I wanted to go up there and get them off the mountain and then maybe go to another place where, you know, her family members are not around.
Yeah. So that's your main goal is what you're trying to say. You're not necessarily trying to move there. You just want to go on a trip there, help out your family to move, and then you would basically come back to the States.
Well, that, or I like to try to bring them back with me to the U.S. I would be great if I could do that. But if I don't, if I can't afford that, because see, I wouldn't mind having my daughters like going into like modeling or that TV acting.
Yeah, we've talked about this before. I guess the term is the mestizos. The mestizos. Yeah, they're beautiful people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We talked about
matter
this.
of fact, Roberto, he got some real beautiful daughters. Him and I was showing a daughter who's the prettiest daughters.
You were having a daughter contest. You're like passing all these pictures. No, my daughter's the prettiest, and Roberto's like, no. What about this picture?
It's a tie.
Roberto, I don't know if I've ever seen a picture of your daughters. I may have. I could be wrong. I think I've seen a picture of one of your daughters, but I know you have, I think, 4?
Yeah, 4.
4 daughters. Wow. And they're not all same mother. Is that correct?
Yeah, 4 daughters, 3 baby mamas.
Ooh, you were a busy man, Roberto. You still are. You still are a busy man. Actually, Roberto, BigKev, Roberto is a good guy to know because Roberto is very business-minded. He's very entrepreneurial. I can't say that word. Entrepreneurial minded. And Roberto's a good guy to be in contact with, number one, because he's got a good job out in the States, and number 2, because he's willing to invest money in like business ventures. So if you want to talk to anyone about potentially doing something, outside of your disability pension, Roberto's a good guy to talk to. And you know what? Roberto might even bring an idea to you. I don't know. Roberto brought a genius idea.
He told me that I could brush my teeth in my toilet.
Oh, there you go. It was that the extent of it. Roberto's like, go fuck yourself. Go brush your teeth in the toilet.
No, he's not that mean to me.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I do have something for Kevin when something.
Do I have to bend over?
Yeah, Roberto, pull him down. You better get ready. Oh, man.
The older you get, the smaller it gets. So.
Hey guys, I would like to take this time to do a shameless plug to our Facebook group because we're all part of it. Angeles City Expats. That's with an S. Check it out on Facebook, Angeles City Expats. It's a great group. If you're interested in Angeles City, if you live in Angeles City, if you've traveled to Angeles City, this group is for you. I know there's been some people who got all pissed off because, there's myself and I got a couple admins and we went on a deleting frenzy. We're like poor Kev is he's like, hey, good morning all. And we're like, fuck that, delete. And I know people got all pissy.
I was pissed about that too.
Oh yeah. I was laughing. I was laughing my ass off because I said a couple moderators, because I've been busy. So I got these moderators and they'll come to me and be like, yo, says a lot of people are posting stuff that's not related to Angeles City. And I told him, I said, fuck those people. Yeah.
Hey, you know, there's a whole bunch of people that wanted your scalp because you were being.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, people got all pissy. But yeah, let me explain to you guys. I mean, basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a community of people together. Basically, it's like the go-to spot for Angeles City. That's what I want to grow this group into. So, for example, like let's say you're about to move to Angeles City. Hey, anyone have a place to live? Boom. That's a resource. You know what I mean? People are posting. Now, BigKev just explained to you the reason we don't really want like the good morning, good night shit like that. And Kev, you're not the only one. You are not the only one.
I wanted to say goodbye, good night to my friends.
Yeah, you're like, I just like my buddies. Yeah, I like my friends. No, I'll tell you the reason we didn't want that is because, for example, let's say, because there's a lot of people who might join who don't know anything about YouTube. So all the YouTube people are like, oh, that's just BigKev. What's up, BigKev? Hey, good to see you. But let's say someone outside of YouTube stumbles across the group and the post that they see says good morning. They're going to be like, fuck this group. What's this all about? You know, I thought it was Angeles City related. So that's like our main thought process behind it. But if you guys, here's the thing. If you guys, it could be loosely related to Angeles. Like if it's at a bare minimum, if it's related to the Philippines, yeah, I wouldn't delete it. You know what I mean? That's all good. Because once again, it's a resource for Angeles City. If someone posts about the Philippines, it probably indirectly relates to Angeles City somehow, right?
Yeah, I took myself off, so I don't want to say anything about it.
Yeah, Roberto's like, I was done with that shit. Yeah, Roberto. I wasn't even there, but supposedly there was like a big standoff between Roberto and the moderators.
Yeah.
And, oh man, whatever. The thing is, like, if you guys don't,
I cried to Roberto, and then Roberto he put one of his shotguns. And he stuck up for me, so I appreciate that.
Roberto's like, I'll show these motherfuckers.
He did too.
Anyways, guys, that was just a shameless plug because I'm a shameless person.
Hey, talk about shameless plugs. I want to tell Bubba from what is it? From his radio show this morning. I put my plug about you being on my show today, and he came back on and he told me that he didn't appreciate me going on his show and doing a plug. So I just want whoever's, if he's listening, that hey, that wasn't intentional. I was taking my meds and that came out. So that's what happened.
That's always a good excuse. Just blame it on the drugs.
Well, yeah, but like I said, I'm not here to step on nobody's toes. So I'm not, like I said, that wasn't really intentional. But I just thought, hey, why not? But you know, but he said I wouldn't want somebody to do that, like coming on my show and doing that. So yeah, that's probably true. Maybe not. Depends on the person.
If you invite someone on your show, it's only courtesy to.
Oh no, I texted. I texted out.
Oh,
telling everybody what time to come on my show, and
yeah, you got to be careful with that in the chat room because it is a little bit rude in the chat. Yeah. What I do, what Roberto's basically saying, and I 100% agree with Roberto. What I always do, let's say I have you on my show, BigKev, or I have Roberto or something. What I always do as the facilitator of the show is, like Roberto said, it's courtesy to give your guest a plug. You know what I mean? So that's what I do. But I hear what Bubba's saying. Like, if someone were to go in my chat room and be like, "Hey, by the way, guys, come to my show." Like I've had people where they're doing a show at the same time, and they're like, "Hey, everyone, come to my show," and I'm like, "Delete, block."
Well, I know that. That's why I just apologized earlier, right when it happened. I told him, and he said no problem. And then I'm just doing it again, public, because I'm like, you know, like the Japanese does the public ridicule for apology. Well, I apologize.
Way to go, Kevin. Make more enemies.
Actually, I believe what the Japanese do, and I could be wrong. I think they actually stick a samurai sword in their gut and they twist it. So I'm not going to be satisfied until you do that. Big.
Well, is that like one time or is that like multiple times?
I think they
somebody tried to do
like
it with my head. They done it with my head and that didn't work.
It didn't work out. You're still kicking it. You're still here. Oh, man. Jimmy Dury has a good question. Jimmy Dury says, are there many jobs for expats as bar managers? I would say yeah. But I think they get swooped up. What's funny about that job is it's a job that, for example, like a lot of people might be like, oh, I want that job. It's a cool job. But I know a lot of bar managers, and I'll be honest with you guys, I would not want that job. I mean, there's a lot of headaches. You're basically like a babysitter at the bar. It's I would just personally, I would not want that job. Yeah, a lot of guys like that job. It's more if you're already like deeply ingrained into that lifestyle. It's probably more for that kind of person. For me, it's like, yeah, I go out, like I might go out bar hopping or I might go out drinking, but I don't want to be at a bar every fucking day. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
It's fun when you're young, but not when you're old.
Yeah, it takes a certain kind of person to do that job, because think about it, you're literally working at a bar 6 to 7 days a week, and there's a lot of headaches that you don't think about, like keeping the employees in check and stuff like that, because it's a sleazy business, man.
And then you don't know who's gonna turn on you. Like come there.
Oh, you never know, man. Dude, I know some bar owners, I know some bar managers, and they all tell me about all the headaches they deal with. Like, for example, paying people off, dealing with girls who never show up. Like the girls just won't show up to work, and they'll just be like, oh, and they won't even like call or anything. So there's a lot of headaches that like a person.
Hey, Jack,
who just,
thanks for coming, buddy. I'll talk to you, buddy, later.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, Jack. Always a pleasure. And it's been a good show, guys.
Yeah, Journey with Jack was taken off. He always gives good comments about my channels and stuff.
So let's see. Let's go to the commenters. Let's see. Graham Cochran, managing a bar is a crappy job. You get to deal with all the shit. I agree 100%. And I'll be honest with you guys, the pay is not that great. Like it varies, of course, depending on what bar. But from the bar managers I've talked to, I mean, it's not that great. So okay, what else we got? John M says, aren't there a bunch of American companies in Manila? Yeah, there are. There are a lot of American companies in Manila, but it's not that easy to work for them. For example, you might be able to get a job, for example, as a call center manager, right? But you're not a real expat. You're basically working for local wages. You're going to get paid a local salary. So personally, I wouldn't want that, right? I wouldn't want to get paid a local salary. Now, the good jobs are when you're, for example, a skilled worker and your company moves you over to a place like Manila and you're getting an American salary. Now, that's a lot more difficult to do. But if you're able to secure a position like that, man, you're golden. You're getting an American salary, you're living in the Philippines, and you're basically, I mean, you're legitimately rich. For example,
would it be under the table?
You would be on paper. For something like that, it would be on paper.
And all that stuff?
Yeah, but your company, if you were in that position, your company would take care of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I know this guy who is a tech. I can't exactly remember what his position is, but with Texas Instrument. Texas Instrument is a Texas-based company, and we have a factory in the Philippines, in Manila.
Dude, they got an office here in Clark.
Oh, do they? Yeah. So
yeah.
This guy that I know, he gave me his card. I've been meaning to keep contact with him. But anyways, he flies back and forth every month and a half. He goes back to state. I mean, he goes there for like 3 months at a time, then come home, and then go back. Yeah, that'd be a sweet job right there.
Dude, that's the way to roll. I mean, I'm telling you guys, even if you were making, let's say you were making $50,000 a year U.S. salary.
Oh, this guy's making 6-figure salary.
He's. I mean, that dude's legitimately equivalent to a millionaire over here. Yeah. But let's say for a second you were making $50,000, you would still be living quite well here. Like even if you were like making 50,000 a year, like you know, which in the States would just be, it'd be an all right job. You'd be okay, but it wouldn't be like yeah, you'd be middle class, but it wouldn't be an amazing job. But in the Philippines, you bring that kind of salary over here and you're doing just fine. Now you move up to 6 figures, like Roberto was saying, and you're legitimately living like a rich person.
For $400 to $500 a month at a call center in the Philippines, maybe, you know, but I don't know if you're going to need to get a permit, you know, something like that is because I taught Koreans for around 6 years in the Philippines, and I was getting good money, but sometimes some of the female tutors, the Filipino tutors, would get mad, like, how come I'm getting so much money and they're not? And then they say, you better pay us what we more money, or we're gonna go tell there's a white guy working there and he's not documented.
Yeah, because it was under the table. Yep,
Yeah,
that makes sense. So from what I've heard from a few different people, the average salary for a call center manager, so that would be like a foreigner, or I mean, it could be a Filipino, but like a foreigner could get that job, is 30,000 per month. So I did the math, and yeah, it's about $600.
yeah, that's pretty good.
It's probably on the higher end, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty
but
good
when
for
you think
Filipino
about it,
wages. So
yeah, but when you think about it, as a foreigner, you're making $600, and chances are you're not making anything more than that because all your time is spent working. I mean, when you work these kind of jobs, you're working 6 days a week, sometimes 12-hour days. I mean, personally, this is just my personal opinion. I wouldn't want that kind of work for that kind of pay.
I was doing like from 8 o'clock until 4 o'clock, and I was getting paid. Plus, they would give me food and like food and cost of living, like rent. So that was kind of nice.
Yeah, that's nice that they paid for your like living expenses. That's actually pretty big.
But those Korean schools, they don't last very long. I mean, because mismanagement, or you know, some other the partner steals the money and leaves to another place. There's a whole bunch of horror stories about Korean schools in well, at least I'm in Iloilo.
What I'm waiting for is Roberto to take like all his money and open up some big fancy business. I don't know what it could be, anything. And he's going to hire me as the janitor.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
I wanted
he's a nice dude.
I don't know. What's the deal, man? I keep telling people, you know, throw me some ideas, man. I have 10,000, maybe 15,000 for capital. Come on, let me know. What the fuck?
You want to invest? Yeah. Well, the thing with, like, for example, like what I'm doing right now, it's not really the money, it's more the time. You know what I mean? It's like, just so I can't be like, yo, people, I just need your money, because that won't work. I would basically just take your money and run with it. What for me, it's just my time. And, you know, of course, time's money. Yeah, I get it. But throwing money at me wouldn't do anything. Like, it wouldn't help at all. Basically, I just need to spend the time, put my nose down and fucking, like, crank out this online shit. And maybe down the line, maybe I would need money. But, yeah, it's more about the time.
So, in other words, you don't want no money then?
Well, if you want to throw $10,000 at me and I'm just going to spend it on hookers and cocaine, I'm happy to do so.
Well, that's cool. Yeah. Hey, you boys and girls, I'm gonna get ready to clock out. We got 10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna call it quits. But I like to appreciate all my viewers coming on for this long. You guys been on pretty steadily stream for a couple of hours. So I appreciate you guys coming on and rocking out with my two guests and myself. So I like to say thanks for Seth bringing his joyfulness
Thank you, Seth.
in.
Yeah, man, my pleasure. Always great to get the old gang together. This is a lot of fun. You know, we got to do it more often. I know it's my fault. I know it is. But yeah, no, always a pleasure. Thanks, guys.
Roberto, call. Mikey 550.
I sent him a text on. No, is it Mikey?
Yeah.
Is he say, I can't read. I'm not looking at my.
Mikey
YouTube.
550.
Is he okay?
Yeah.
Mikey's like, I'll help you with that 10,000.
Oh, is that what he's talking about?
I like Mikey 550. He came on my show. He was a big help. So yeah, he's pretty cool. There's a lot of these guys that are getting used to me, and I appreciate them coming on and talking to us and hanging out, because we are all one bunch of misfits.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta admit, this is a great, like I say, I always say this, quality group of folks. I mean, in reality, I know we're all online, but this really is a community. You know what I mean? So, for example, like when you guys come to the Philippines, when Roberto comes, you know, we're gonna meet up. BigKev, when you come, and when the people in the room come, you know, it's all good. It's a real community of people. Yeah, you could say it's online, but when you're actually meeting and, for example, you're networking, it becomes real. So, hey, man, I wouldn't trade that shit for anything.
Yeah, because there's already so many guys that are giving me some support. Tuck, he helps me out, talks to me, and Lucas, and couple of times, Mike, our Kiwi brother, he came on and he helped me out, and now he slapped some money on my Patreon, so I appreciate that. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of cool guys, stand-up guys here, and then you, of course, Roberto, I appreciate, because Roberto and I, we talk on the phone a couple of times, through Facebook call, who can't call the other way because it costs too much. But
he keeps calling me every day at work, man. I keep telling him, quit calling me at work, man. I can't always talk to you when I'm at work.
You're like, stop calling me, bro.
Why do you do that, man?
Just kidding, Kevin. You can call me
anytime. But see, you always say you're almost ready to go home. You're almost ready to go home.
Yeah, but you guys got to remember Roberto's situation. So Roberto stays at work just enough time for his wife to go to sleep, and then he like sneaks home. Like that's a good job. When his wife's in bed.
Well, yeah,
that's the best time.
That's the best way to roll. I like that approach, actually.
Well, Seth, I'm happy that you're still alive, and Lynn is doing good, and you're doing good, and you're
Oh, we don't care about Seth. We just want to know how's Lynn doing.
Yeah. You're like, where the hell is Lynn? I'm looking at her, and she is literally passed out. She's very nice. I gotta say, she's very nice. She woke up. Yeah, I probably went to bed at, I think, 4 a.m. last night. So I got about like 5 hours of sleep. It's not horrible, but not really good. And I woke up and I was all groggy, and I was like, babe, I need a coffee. And she actually did make me a coffee. So she made me a coffee, and then she went back to sleep. Yeah, but she's actually,
when she give you the coffee, did you hear her go?
Yeah, exactly. She's like, fuck you, buddy. But no, actually, what's really cool is Lynn's actually been working for me. So she's been for my new project that I'm doing. I got Lynn doing work. So it's actually kind of cool. It's like, hey, I know you would think like, hey, it's free labor, but it's not. Nothing's free. Nothing's free. Of course, yeah, nothing's free. But it is great having her do work.
But don't forget to give her a salary, or a nice, like, don't bother me time and stuff.
Yeah, she finds ways to get paid.
Make sure she has receipts, buddy. Tell her
exactly. She's clocking her time. She's like, oh, by the way, on this day, you owe me money.
Well, that's cool, buddy. I'm just gonna let you give your closing words, Seth.
Well, I guess I'll end this show by saying I want the same drug cocktail that Kevin has.
Oh. Oh.
And I ditto that.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
Roberto's short and sweet. He's like ditto, same.
Oh, that's well, because the pharmacist, he tells me they all look. You know, my medicine, honest gosh, they're like 4 different colors, and on the medicine it has a M on the medicine. Does most medicine have that? Like the blue, green, red, brown?
Sounds like Skittles. Sounds like it's all the colors of the rainbow, baby.
No, it has an M on it.
Oh man. Anyways, guys,
mean,
once again, thanks for having me on. We'll have to do it real soon. And I think you're ready to close it out, Kev.
Later, man.
Buddy.
Take care, guys.
All right, Roberto, thanks for coming on. It's always fun to have you come on and give us some.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Seth, also with you, buddy, I appreciate you giving me your time because I know you're a busy person, so I appreciate your
definitely, my friend. We will talk soon.
So,
all right, take care.
all right, buddy. Otto, let me clock out of here, and then. All right, you guys. This is Big Kevin. I appreciate you coming on my show, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right, you guys. Have a good day. Bye.